Recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I was at the supermarket, I think it was the day before yesterday, and a couple of people behind the fish counter were having a bit of a chuckle. They were saying something along the lines of, "Oh, we'd have done that differently with hindsight, wouldn't we?" I don't know quite what they'd have done differently. Perhaps they would have ordered more hake. Who knows? That's what my video is about today. What would we have done differently had we known otherwise? I'm going to go back to my childhood and I'm going to show you this photograph of me when I was about 8. Somebody said to me a few years ago when they saw this picture, because for some reason I just left it on the side somewhere, they said, "Why is Charlie wearing a dress?" But of course it's not Charlie, it's me. But you can see the resemblance. Why back in the 60s did girls have such short hair? I think when I got a bit older I actually refused to have my hair so short. With hindsight I think I'd have had longer hair back in the 60s. The only other time in my life that I've had really short hair was probably in the late 70s when I had short blonde spiky hair when I was a punk. I think this is this photograph was taken about 8 years later. Although, to be honest with you, I don't think I look an awful lot older in this photograph than I did in that photograph, but hey. I would have been about 20 when this picture was taken, when I was a student in York. What I would like to say about my student days, I did really enjoy them, I had a great time. But I probably, well, I don't think there's any question about the fact that I could have got a better degree than I did. One of the big reasons I think that I didn't do as well as I should have done, I didn't study as hard as I should have done, was because I was trying to save the world. I spent a lot of time campaigning, a lot of time going on demonstrations. I don't know, perhaps I did make a little difference in my own way, but didn't do as well in my degree as I might have done. Hey, hindsight. I actually did make quite a wise decision in my early 20s when I bought my first property, but maybe with hindsight it might have been a good idea to have kept that property and let it out, and maybe now I'd be quite reasonably well off. Hey, hindsight, never mind. I think all of us would think back to past relationships and think, oh, well, why did I see that person? Why did I go out with that person? With hindsight, I would have made a different decision. A major relationship in my life which went wrong, with hindsight, had it not happened, then I wouldn't have had my 3 children, so I couldn't have changed that, could I? In our lives there are always things we think we regret we should have done. I mean, there's some things that are serious, things that are frivolous. I don't know, we can all think back and we all would think about how we'd have done things differently. Frivolous little things, frivolous, can't say the word, little things. For example, back in 1976, I very definitely should have gone and seen the Sex Pistols play at Cleethorpes Pier. I didn't. We all make our mistakes. We would all change things with this wonderful thing called hindsight, but what we have to do is remember to learn from our mistakes, maybe do things differently and move on. So one of the major things that I would have done differently would have been to spend more time with my mum. My mum died nearly 2 years ago. I know I've mentioned her in a previous video, and you can't change that, can you? So there's just a little warning tag that I'm adding on at the end here. Bye! Now you thought I'd gone, didn't you? But I haven't, I'm still here, and this is what I want to say, my little added extra. When do you get your ideas for your video making? When do you feel at your most creative? Now what I usually do, well what I found has happened in the past, not just about video ideas but creativity in general, is ideas pop into my head when I'm doing something mundane like the washing up. So washing up is not necessarily a bad thing to do. But with videos, often I seem to get my ideas in the middle of the night when I'm awake. What about you? Now I'm going to send you a special kiss. Have a great day. Really bye now.